This week we read a double Parsha for Shabbat, Vayakhel and Pekudei. Today I want to discuss a powerful lesson from this week's Parsha of Pekudei. Hi, this is Rabbi Dr. Jack Cohen, dating coach, shadchan, and public lecturer. Parsha Pekudei describes one of the greatest days in history. The Mishkan was finally completed and erected, and the presence of Hashem came to dwell among the Jewish people. Now, if you would ask a person a question, what should be placed in the holiest room on earth, which is called the Kodesh HaKodashim, the Holy of Holies? Most people would imagine something majestic, maybe a magnificent throne, something golden and glorious, something that symbolizes the greatness of the King of the universe. But that's not what was placed there. Instead, what stood in the Kodesh Kodashim was the Aron, the ark that contained the Torah. It should look like this. Avigdor, my Rebbe, explains that this teaches us something very profound. The place where Hashem's presence rests in the world is not defined by luxury, nor beauty, nor impressive displays. Rather, it's defined by Torah. The center of the holiest place on earth was not decoration, it was not grandeur. It was a box containing the words of Hashem, because the Torah is the true meeting place between Hashem and mankind. And that lesson did not end in the desert. Every Jewish home has the ability to become a miniature Mishkan. Every home can become a miniature great temple. When a home is filled with Torah, with Sfarim, with holy books, with learning, with conversations about the wisdom of God, that home becomes a place where the Shekhinah, the divine presence, rests. Rav Miller explains that when you walk into a Jewish home, what should stand out is not the furniture or the decorations. Rather, the home should be lined with books, Jewish books to study from. I personally grew up in the Syrian Jewish community in Brooklyn, New York. Going back more than 40 years ago, I attended a weekly Shabbat young adult minyan at the famous Shari Zion synagogue. I remember how our rabbi, the Chacham, Rabbi Yosef Harari Raful, would exhort us to keep Jewish books in our homes, even if we never once opened them. They were a great protective measure for the home, he told us. The real glory of a Jewish home should be the Sefarim, the holy books, the Torah books, proudly displayed, because they represent the true treasure of the Jewish people. The Mishkan, the sanctuary, taught us that the greatness of our nation is not measured by wealth, nor is it measured by power. It's measured by how central the Torah is and its study in our lives. That is the message of this week's. Rav Miller explains that when you walk into a Jewish home, what should stand out is not the furniture or the Parsha Pekudei. The closer a Jew brings the Torah into his life, into his home, and to his mind, the more he brings the presence of God into the world. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom.